emails. We have two and texts. We have two superstars on the line here that are one's not in this town. He's in I believe right now, Florida or Oklahoma. That's Ray. He'll be finishing up the call. But we also have somebody that is not even on this continent. He's on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, it's part of the Philippines, but I hope Malcolm is there. I haven't seen his icon, but I'm going to intro him. So we're about to find out, and he will be speaking.
He's there. He's right.
All right. Okay. I see Malcolm. Malcolm, let me give you an intro before I have you come on. I got to meet Malcolm several weeks ago when he was introduced to me, and he's for the much of his life has been a full-time entrepreneur. And the weirdest thing, the point of connection is that he had a business for a while where he was exporting Ford pickup trucks from Alberta, Canada to the United States. There's a very good chance that I bought one of those pickup trucks because I bought a pickup truck, a Ford, gently used from Alberta. And he's like, that's what I did. Mate, I think is what he said. His life is ridiculously exciting to listen to. Somehow he's overlapped with celebrities and world-class athletes, and he's owned land all over the world, including Utah at some point, right, Malcolm? And then also Phuket, Thailand. And right now, as he's speaking to us, unless he's calling from somewhere else other than his home, he's sitting on an island, and imagine this scene. You're about to see him. But Malcolm, hopefully your mic's on, brother. Are you there tonight?
Yeah, my mic's on.
Excellent. Excellent. I saw a picture of you this week. It was like probably a few years old, but you had a different hairstyle and you were wearing a suit, and I didn't even recognize you. So welcome to this call.
I'm more
to ask you, brother. Living on an island in the Philippines, how in the heck did you hear about Oliabo?
Well, you mentioned the other guy on the call, Ray, and he said, come Tuesday night, I want you to jump on a call. And I went, well, who am I jumping on a call with? And he went, Gordon and Joe Morton. And back in the day, I was doing another juice company, and you guys were the top. You guys were what? We were all striving. You were crushing it. $1 billion company, the fund, all the leaders I knew in that. And I went, absolutely. I had no idea what he was talking about. He didn't tell me anything about a product, nothing. I just went, if it's the Morton boys, I'm in. And lucky for me, there was Curtis and Ashley on that same call.
Oh, it was fabulous. And by the way,
it was a few months ago, actually.
It was now when you think about it, right? I said weeks, but it's been probably 2-3 months now. Hey, I'm just going to brag on you for a second. You've had an outrageous amount of success in all kinds of businesses in your life, but what do you look for? What is success to you? Like, what is it that you're looking for when you evaluate a business opportunity?
Other people winning. That's the key, right? You guys there have had all the money in the world. It's fun, but it's not fulfilling. So I look for owners that got the right motive. They got the right vision, right? That's really important. And that vision's got to be success for other people. That's the key to the whole thing. So what does that mean? Products that work. That's one of them, right? Products that work quickly, but the product has to solve whatever it is, right? And so in health and wellness, the product's got to solve that something that they wish they could change in their life, right? The issues that customers have, that's really to better their lives. That's the first key. But, that begins with you guys, the owners, before you even have the products. Because if you haven't got owners with the right intention, we know what happens. We've all been there, right? I guess the next thing is, we love to better our lives, but the money side of it. And I'm just so tired of, I'm not even going to go there. The rewards as in the money, right? They got to be something everybody can attain. That's very, very key, because that's what drives me. That middle class, right? There's a middle class in society. There's a middle class in network marketing. So that gal that's making $400 extra a month, $600 extra a month, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $4,000. That's got to be the bulk of the company. Those, handful of thousands of dollars a month. And if you got a pay plan that allows that, there's not a bunch of hoops to jump through, then I'm all for that, because here's a tip. If you're in business for yourself, folks, your income is in direct correlation to the servitude you give others. And if you've got owners and a product, but there's a pay plan that steps on that and stops that, that's not it. So that's the other thing I look for. Yeah, I really, I saw it. Like, we didn't even cover the product of the pay plan. We did that the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right?
Matter of fact, I think you were the second person in the planet for me to tip the cards to. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was herky jerky because I'm still putting together the slide deck, eh? So, okay, hey, I'm gonna lead the witness a little bit here, Malcolm, on this last question here. But I saw a clip of you talking about this, and I have to ask you. The question I'm going to ask you is, like, if there was advice you could give to somebody starting out in the wellness space. But I'm just going to tell you, I saw you riffing about the word decision, and it was so gripping that I thought I actually sent you a text a little bit ago saying, "Do you mind if I ask you this question tonight?" Do you mind if you kind of unpack that, what you were saying on that video?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about decisions. What Curtis and you guys were just sharing, it's coming up to decision time, right? And everybody knows me as SurfingLife. That's kind of my lifestyle. It's my business style. So look, I'll take a couple minutes with you, help you guys get your feet set squarely on your surfboard. We're going to go surfing. We'll drop into a wave of success. How about that? What I share, if you really pay close, it's going to superfly your business. It'll superfly your mind. So come on, let's paddle into a wave of your life. And that decisions, you see, we make decisions in our mind. We all have a choice. We've done that before. Decisions, choice. I'm going to give you a difference here. The choice, I might try something. Guess what happens? You always regret that. Or you didn't even try, right? And you wished you had. But the real decision that matters is, and for you guys out there, have you made the choice to try this business? Or did you make the decision to crush this business with Oliabo? Let's think about what I just asked. Your choice is going to determine your success in this business, but it's going to also determine the lack of success you got. Now, and most people never even think about there's such a heartfelt, intense difference between the two, choice and decision. Try Oliabo, crush Oliabo. Choice or decision. Choice, you can change that. Choices are weak. They're a weak selection. They're weak direction. They're weak move. They're a weak effort. I tell you what choice can do. Choice can put your business on cold ice. And for all the wrong reasons, it can go cold, but it went cold because it went wrong because it's cold. See, choice is not power. It's temporary. Choice is not rock solid. A rock slide, that can change your course anytime. But if you make choices in your life, they carry like a weaker impact on success. But a decision, think about decision from here. It's in the heart. It's unalterable. Decisions tear into the excuses. Decisions tear into the lies. They tear into the lack, the limit. A decision, it'll rip all that out of your heart. It'll rip those excuses, the lies, the lack, the limit. It will focus you on what you need to do and what you must do. And you know what that is? Build your business, build your life, build your wealth. Choice and decision when you front people, prospects, candidates, power, people, you approach them, they respond very differently to a decision. You're taken more seriously. They feel your presence. You're different when you talk. They sense you're just not trying this business. You're actually engaging in a manner that'll bring you results that you're demanding yourself, right? So decisions will take you to the top of the mountain. Choice, it'll take you to a place you can look towards the top. I'll ask you a question. Which one do you want to do? You want to be on the top of the mountain? Or you want to just be looking up? Which do you deserve? Which one do you want power with? Or which one carries weakness? Decide and let no one, not the lackers, not the limiters, the minimizers of life, let no one get in your way. Let no one stop you. Because what you got here, you can build $1 million Oliabo business, $1 million Oliabo income, and $1 million lifestyle. So take that advice and just give them you paddle into your wave of extraordinary Think about that. It's always, and you can reach for the impossible.